For centuries, the territories of present-day Cambodia and Thailand were dominated by mighty empires. The Khmer Empire, with its grand capital at Angkor, ruled vast areas of Southeast Asia during its peak in the 12th century. Its influence stretched into what is now Thailand, Laos, and Vietnam. However, the decline of the Khmer Empire in the 14th and 15th centuries opened the door for the rise of Thai kingdoms such as Sukhothai and later Ayutthaya. In 1431, Thai forces sacked Angkor, symbolizing the shift in regional power. Thai expansion continued while the Khmers were pushed back. This centuries-old struggle laid the foundations for a deep-seated rivalry, one that would be shaped and reignited by colonialism, war, and nationalism in the modern age. By the 19th century, Southeast Asia was carved up by European colonial powers. Cambodia fell under French rule as part of French Indochina, while Thailand, known then as Siam, remained independent, largely due to its role as a buffer state between the French and British empires. In 1907, France and Siam signed a treaty transferring the provinces of Battambang, Siem Reap, and others from Siam to Cambodia. These areas had once been under Thai influence, and the treaty caused lasting resentment in Thailand. The issue was more than territorial. It touched on identity, pride, and history. One monument, the 11th century Preah Vihear Temple, would become the most contested symbol of this legacy. During World War II, France's defeat by Germany left its colonial holdings vulnerable. Sensing an opportunity, Thailand's Prime Minister, Preah Vihear Temple, launched an offensive in 1940 to reclaim territories lost in 1907. With Japanese backing, Thai forces captured parts of western Cambodia and Laos. The short but violent Franco-Thai War ended with a Japanese-mediated settlement granting Thailand control over disputed areas. However, after the war, the Allied powers pressured Thailand to return the territories to French control. When Cambodia gained independence in 1953, it inherited these old borders, along with the unresolved tensions. By the 1950s, tensions over Preah Vihear Temple reached a boiling point. Though the temple stood on a cliff accessible only from Thailand, Cambodia claimed sovereignty based on colonial-era maps. In 1962, Cambodia brought the matter before the International Court of Justice, ICJ, which ruled in its favor. The court determined that the temple lay on Cambodian territory. Thailand accepted the ruling publicly, but continued to dispute the surrounding land. Nationalists were outraged. Military units occasionally clashed in the border zone, and maps printed in Thailand still claimed Preah Vihear as Thai. The issue became a symbol of national pride in both countries, a fragile powder keg waiting to ignite. Chapter 5: War, Refugees, and the Khmer Rouge. In the 1970s, Cambodia plunged into horror with the rise of the Khmer Rouge. Under Pol Pot, the regime carried out genocide and social engineering on a massive scale. As the country collapsed, thousands fled to Thailand. Thailand's military regime used the opportunity to align with anti-Vietnamese Cambodian factions, including remnants of the Khmer Rouge, seeing them as a counterbalance to Vietnamese power in the region. The Thai-Cambodian border became volatile. Skirmishes erupted between Thai and Vietnamese forces. Thai villages near the frontier were shelled and landmines littered the countryside. While Thailand never declared war, its support for armed groups turned the border into a proxy war theater. After the Cold War, hope returned. The 1991 Paris peace agreements ended decades of Cambodian conflict. By 1993, Cambodia held democratic elections under UN supervision. Thailand played a significant role in the post-war recovery. Trade flourished, tourists flowed across the border, and investment boomed. The two countries even proposed joint economic zones. But history lingered. Nationalist rhetoric flared periodically, and old grievances were never fully laid to rest. Preah Vihear, quiet for decades, would return to center stage in the 21st century. In 2008, Cambodia's successful effort to list Preah Vihear as a UNESCO World Heritage Site triggered a political and military crisis. Thai nationalists accused Cambodia of trying to annex surrounding disputed land. Border clashes erupted. Soldiers exchanged gunfire near the temple. Artillery hit villages. In 2011, the conflict escalated dramatically. Both sides brought in tanks, and thousands of civilians were displaced. The temple became a rallying cry. Cambodian Prime Minister Hun Sen accused Thailand of aggression, while Thai politicians used the crisis to shore up nationalist support. The conflict was about more than land. It was about sovereignty, memory, and historical wounds. Chapter 8. ASEAN steps in. With violence escalating, ASEAN and the UN intervened. As ASEAN chair, Indonesia brokered talks and deployed observers to monitor the border. In 2011, a tentative ceasefire was reached. Then in 2013, the ICJ issued a clarification of its 1962 ruling, confirming that the area around Preah Vihear also belonged to Cambodia. Both militaries withdrew and the region gradually stabilized. But resentment remained, particularly in border communities where the scars of war were still visible. Burnt homes, landmines, and the fear of renewed fighting. The Cambodia-Thailand War, though limited in scope, reflected deeper issues: nationalism, identity, and manipulation of history. In both countries, schoolbooks teach children to see the other as a historic rival. Politicians invoke past conflicts to gain support. Preah Vihear, once a sacred monument, became a political battlefield. During the conflict, social media played a dangerous role. Misinformation, memes, and videos stoked anger. Public figures, monks, and even pop stars took sides. The past wasn't just remembered, it was weaponized. Though it never became a full-scale war, the Cambodia-Thailand conflict showed how fragile peace can be when history remains unsettled. Today, the two nations share strong economic ties. Trade exceeds billions of dollars. Tourists visit each other's temples, beaches, and cities. But old wounds haven't fully healed. Peace is not merely the absence of conflict. It is the work of understanding, reconciling, and remembering responsibly. For the people near Preah Vihear, the war may be over, but its echoes linger in the land, in the stories, and in the silence that follows artillery fire.